Hi, I'm Joel Krall. I'm here in South Lebanon County at Furnace Hill Holsteins at our 75-acre dairy farm. I grew up on this farm for the most part. We moved here when I was 5 years old, so most of my memory is of this farm. And when we moved here, we milked 60 cows and made a lot of changes over the years. And through middle school and high school, I worked a lot on the farm. I graduated from Penn State in 2006, worked as a herdsman for my parents for 6 months. And when we looked at business structure to transition the farm, partnership with my parents didn't make as much sense as me just buying the cows and renting the farm from my parents. And it allowed my dad to work on the mechanical side and cropping and fixing and maintaining and his strengths.
Good morning, I'm Thomas Krall. My son now has been farming here since, 15 years. I do the crop work. Everything's no-till. That's where you don't till the ground, you just go in there and plant right into the dirt. We'll plant corn in May, we'll chop that in September, and then we'll plant rye on all the acreage, all no-till. That way it conserves the soil and it maximizes the amount of feed that goes back to the cow. The cow manure is stored until we can put it on the crops. The one slatted barn, it's right below the cows, which is very simple. It just gets pumped then into the manure tanker, which we get our neighbor Jeff Zimmerman to haul for us. And in the last couple of years, he really started to get into the injecting equipment. And we really like that because we can see in the crops that they're greener. The nutrients, the nitrogen especially, is saved because we inject it right into the ground. The neighbors are happier because there's less smell. So everyone wins. It's something we're looking to do more and more of.
All our cows are in free stalls, so that means that they can roam around as much as they want. So if they want to go eat, they get up, they go eat, they go drink. And then when we milk, they walk down the parlor, they get milk. They want to be the first ones to get milk, they can be the first ones in, or they can be the last ones. A lot of times it's that way. The first ones like to be first and the last ones are usually last. And then they go back to where they can either lay down again or eat or whatever. It's kind of up to them. So when we designed the new freestall barn, we went with deep bed sand and found that cows had better traction when they walked and also better cow comfort when they lay down. Kept them cooler in the summer. We try to maximize cow comfort. Obviously a healthy cow is the best cow to have because they're the most productive. There's a lot of benefits to having a very comfortable cow.
Hello, I'm Justin Heistand. We're here at the Elizabethtown location for Furnace Hill Holsteins. Here at this location, we milk 200 to 220 Holstein cows and raise around 30 calves. Joel took over the lease here at this farm and gave me the opportunity to run this place for him, and it's been working out well, I think.
He's been a tremendous asset to have there. I couldn't do it without him. All the cows that are going to be calving will be from E-Town. So I'm very thankful for him and all the help we have there.
My wife is also employed by Furnace Hills, and she does most of the calf care of the day-to-day feeding. Calf care is very important to us because it gets the animal off to a good start. If the animal has trouble when they're young, it tends to follow them throughout their whole life. So we find it very important to get them to a good start, dry bedding, good milk, and it just seems to really help them throughout their whole life. So they get fed twice a day. Here we use a pasteurizer. So we collect milk from the cows and pasteurize it for the calves. And they get fresh grain and water every feeding. And they are on milk for about 60 days until they are weaned off and housed in a group pen inside. I really enjoy being able to work with my hands and work with animals. I also really enjoy having my family to be here. They can come out and visit me anytime in the barn. The girls like to come out and see the calves and the cats and the cows and run around and play, and I just think it's an awesome place to grow up, and there's nowhere I'd rather raise a family than here on a farm. I wanted to be part of the Calving Corner because I think it's important for the public to really see what goes on a farm, see how their dairy products, cheese, butter, milk, ice cream, where that comes from, how it's produced, and to answer face-to-face questions from consumers.
On the dairy farm, there's always something to fix. There's always something to deliver. There's always something to plant or harvest. There's always something to fill or empty. There's always things to train an employee or the next generation. There's always something to pray for. There's always something to be thankful for. There's always something to apologize for. There's always something to redesign or design and make better. And that's just a partial list.